How is it like to be a recreational therapist?
Okay. The journey of recreation therapist started during the COVID time. Like, I was also a psychology student and figuring my way out psychology is a broad subject. So I wanted to be in one specific program. So I was like, okay, I'm a good writer. I'm also like love painting, not a good painter, but I love painting. I have seen my parents doing gardening, my brother doing different kinds of arts. So I was like, let me research more on how this is helping them have a sane isolation during the COVID times. So that's when I came across talking to different professors in Canada about recreation therapy. There is something called recreation therapy where you can help individuals implement leisure and their quality of life enhances. How interesting and fun that could be. I was like, okay, why not? Let me just give it a try. And after my 2-year course, it was the placement I had to experience. And during that placement, it was a wonderful 4 months of heavenly experience, I would say, because the connections I made as a recreation student with the residents was beautiful, like something to cherish all my life. I would implement activities and that is my work. Like, I'm doing self-care and healing people through that work. Like, their social skills are getting better in their golden years.
Talking to people from 80s, 90s of their age.
Yes.
Right? And getting the essence of their 80 years within 30 minutes or 1 hour.
Yes.
How does that feel?
That feels, I have no words for that, but it's just such an emotion-filled experience during that time. It's just you're sitting there, they don't even recognize who you are, and still they're sharing their snippets of like a trailer of their story, like life stories, and you just go sitting there like, I was worried so much about my life, and they're giving such a valuable, it feels like a messenger walking through your difficult paths. It's a good feeling to be there working with residents in their golden years when they're aware that, okay, like, I have lived my life, I know what it is.
If I'd ask you any 3 things that residents or seniors, 80s and 90s year old, have told you that have walked through life with you, what are they?
Of course, most residents do tell me that a gentleman will always get you flowers. This is what they tell me all the time. Like, don't worry, a gentleman, if they want to do, they would do it. And the second thing residents do talk about life, that don't stress so much, marry late, understand how you can live life. And I was like, wow, that's a good, like, people are rushing to get married. Like, people are rushing to find the other partner. They're like, first find yourself, understand yourself. A lot about self-work they teach us. And the third thing would be, like, don't worry. Like, wherever you are right now, you're at the right place. Like, no matter if things are falling apart, you're still in the right place. Have patience and have trust in God. Good life lessons I'm taking forever with me. Yes.
Why do you think, you told me they were the golden years.
Yes.
Why are you saying them the golden years?
The golden years is because you have lived so much in you have lived all your life with people, kids, and now you're all alone. You're living like everything you wanted to be alone in your young age. You were like, okay, let me live alone. You're actually there now. And to utilize that, they need support. So we are there to support them. And that is why we call them the golden years. They are doing everything for themselves. The activities they do, it's just like taking them back to their young age, but still on by themselves. Not like they are out there socializing, because they still are socializing with their people, but not in the craze like how they would when they were youngsters. That is why it's called golden years, because when I am at that age, what kind of activities would I do? Like, what kind of activities would I prefer? Maybe dancing, but when I'm in my wheelchair, how would I dance?